Hey, what is going on, guys? SuicideDropBear here. And before I get into the topic, a little bit about this gameplay. I was playing Safeguard with one of my subscribers and one of the people on my friends list. And I ended up getting 92 kills in this game. And I could have gone on to get the 100, but my team decided to capture the robot in, I think it was like 2 minutes something in the overtime, which then only gave the enemy team 2 minutes to capture it. And yeah, it just, if we had gone for those extra 3 minutes on each side, I easily would have gotten the 100 plus. But that's enough about the gameplay. I don't really want to talk about the gameplay. I've been asked to do a video on my tips to getting dark matter. Now, I've had dark matter for a long time now. I can't even really remember when I got it. It's been that long now. And I didn't do anything special to get it, but I guess I'm gonna give you guys some hints on some things I didn't do, and that might help you out a little bit. I made the mistake of going for launches last, and I didn't really use launches on any of my classes up until I got up to having to do them, and that was just stupid of me. When in reality, I could have put a launcher onto, say, an assault rifle class, and just did both of them at the same time. I didn't do that. You can also do that for the pistols, which I didn't do either. I ended up going off and doing the pistols on their own as well. So my first tip is do the pistols and launchers, and even the knife if you can, at the same time as doing, say, assault rifles or submachine guns, or just doing a primary weapon. Do those secondary weapons at the same time. I didn't do that. I wish I did. If I was to restart my account, which I was thinking of doing, I would go back and do that and use the launchers or use the secondaries at the same time as using primaries. It'll make it a hell of a lot easier for you guys, and don't make the mistake I did. Now, the second thing would have to be play hardcore when you're going for the headshots. I find it a lot easier to play hardcore and get the headshots because you only really need to put one bullet into the head with any gun that you're using. I don't think it ever takes more than 2 shots to the head in hardcore to kill someone. So hardcore is a great game mode, or great playlist to play to get those headshots. I am a hardcore player anyway, but yeah, even if I wasn't a hardcore player, I would have gone into hardcore and done it in there because it makes it a lot easier. The guns that you can use a red dot sight or ELO sight on, I advise you use that. I don't know what it is about it, but having that little red dot makes it a little bit easier to aim on the head than the iron sights and some of the guns. But they're my personal preference to having the sights and the guns. I guess if you have your own personal preference to it, you can use them. I guess using the Varick sight can be pretty good if you're sort of sitting back and doing it, or if you're doing those LMGs, it's good for that. Onto the LMGs, I guess. I did the LMGs in hardcore. Apart from one, I found it a lot easier to get the headshots in core than in hardcore, mainly just because of the time it takes to aim down sights with the Gorgon. I found that way too long to aim down sights in hardcore, and in between the shots is hard. If you miss that first shot, you're not going to get the kill in hardcore. It was just a lot easier to do that in core. So I think all the guns can be done in hardcore, apart from maybe the Gorgon and the sniper rifles. Sniper rifles I found fairly easy. I didn't seem to have a problem with them, getting the one shots with them. I did them fairly easily. I mainly played demolition because I could just sort of sit on one side of the map, know the enemies are going to be rushing for those bomb sites, and sort of just pick them off as they were going for it. I never tried to quickscope with it. I always just aimed down sight and no, I didn't aim down sight and wait. I didn't camp and wait. But if I saw someone, I would aim down the side. I wouldn't try and quickscope, and I'd just line that shot up to know I was going to get that one-shot kill. That's the best thing to do. Don't get deterred and think, oh, because if I hard scope them, they're going to call me a noob. They're going to think I'm shit. I have to quickscope. In this day and age, no one quickscopes anymore. You might come across a couple of people that do, but in reality, no one quickscopes anymore. So don't worry too much about that. Just line that shot up so you get that one-shot kill, and you can get the snipers done quickly. When doing the shotguns, I did my shotguns on Nuketown. I found that a lot easier, even with the headshot ones. I found that a lot easier to do it in Nuketown. Just basically because of how fast-paced it is and how quickly the games can go. It's just a lot easier to get the shotgun done in that one. You're always in that close range gunfight. It always helps. I don't see much point in aiming down sight, even when going for those headshots with the shotgun. Sort of just aim it a little bit above their head, and it'll normally hit the headshot, which is basically what I did. It's what I learned how to do. It was just always, don't aim that high that you're not hitting them, but if you aim like a little bit over the head, you will normally get the headshot, and I don't know what it is, but that's what happens. Even when you're just hip firing, that happens. So that's the best way to do the shotguns. That's how I did them, and yeah, basically guys, that's really all I can think of just saying. Just to sum it up, play hardcore, use the red dot or ELO sight. This is all for the headshots, by the way. And yeah, that's pretty much all for the headshots. When doing the challenges, just long shots, if you have to get the long shots, which is for, I think, most things apart from SMGs. I think SMGs are revenge kills, and shotguns would be revenge kills. But for the long shots, run the, I think it's the Varric sight, where you can zoom in more. That helps out a lot, being able to zoom in and just get those long shots, keep your aim on them from that distance. With that, it's a great help, that one. That's probably my biggest tip for the long shots. All the other ones will just come through naturally playing, just rushing in there, getting the kills, getting the 5 kills. If you do have trouble getting the 5 kills, get the 4 kills or get 3 kills, and sort of just wait it out until you come across someone. If you are obviously having trouble getting 5 kills in a row. But if you're not, obviously that will just come naturally to you. But I guess the best advice I can give you is don't worry too much about going for the headshots or anything. Just play your natural game and the headshots will come. Like, if you can get 5+ headshots for a game without like fully trying to get it, you'll get it, and you'll get it quickly. Like, it might not seem like you're doing it, but you are. I honestly didn't worry too much about getting headshots. I pretty much just worked through the guns, just like, oh yeah, I'll do this gun next. And I never really aimed for the headshots, but I got them. And that's what you gotta do. If you find yourself aiming for the head too much, you're normally not gonna get those kills. You're just gonna die. It's gonna get frustrating. So yeah, guys, just honestly, just play your natural game and the headshots will come. I guess if you're aiming at the feet, maybe aim a little bit higher, because you could even get, if they get a couple shots on you with the way that this game is, obviously the flinch and everything, could push it straight up to the head, and you get the headshot anyway. So basically, guys, that sums up what I've got to say about Dark Matter, and my tips on how to get it. So, this video is going to be wrapping up, but I will leave you guys with the last, I guess, minute or so, without me talking, and just the gameplay. If you guys did enjoy this video, which I hope you did, and if you do find it helpful, please remember to click that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. See yous.